Book of Heaven. Volume 11, May 2nd, 1915. Pains of Jesus because of the chastisements. The souls who live in the divine will are the closest to the humanity of Jesus. They live in him and in all creatures and impetrate good for all. My days are more and more so very bitter. This morning my sweet Jesus came in such a state of suffering that it cannot be described. On seeing him suffer so much, I would have wanted to give him relief at any cost. Not knowing what to do, I pressed him to my heart, and drawing near his mouth with mine, I tried to suckle part of his interior bitternesses. But nothing. No matter how hard I tried to suckle, nothing would come out. I returned to my efforts, but it was all in vain. Jesus was crying, and I too was crying in seeing that I could not alleviate his pains in any way. What a cruel torment! Jesus was crying because he wanted to pour his bitternesses into me, but his justice prevented him from doing it. I was crying in seeing him cry, and because I could not help him. These are pains which no words can describe. Then, sobbing, Jesus told me,
"My daughter, sins snatch scourges and wars from my hands. I am forced to allow them, and at the same time I cry and suffer with the creature."
I felt I was dying for the pain, and Jesus, wanting to distract me, added,
"My daughter, do not lose heart. This too is in my will, because only the souls who live in my will can confront my justice. Only those who live in my volition have free access to share in the divine decrees and plead for their brothers. Those who dwell in my will are the ones who possess all the fruits of my humanity, because my humanity had its limits, while my will has no limits, and my humanity lived in my will, immersed in it inside and out. Now, the souls who live in my will are the closest to my humanity. Making my humanity their own because I gave it to them, they can present themselves before the divinity as invested with it, like another me, and they can disarm divine justice and impetrate scripts of forgiveness for the perverted creatures. Since they live in my will, they live in me. And since I live in everyone, they also live in everyone and for the good of all. They live hovering in the air like sun, and their prayers, acts, reparations, and everything they do are like rays which descend from them for the good of all.